Welcome back, everybody, to Dan Has Fun, playing more Super Auto Pets, otherwise known as person who thinks everything is a Pokemon in this game constantly calls them Pokemon. Don't know why. I mean, it's not like there's a Pikachu, character. This is all based on the old options you can get when you do your texting, right? As if I had to show you what a phone looks like in case you didn't know what one of those was. Anyway, let's get back into the arena. And this start is okay. It's not setting the world on fire. We have the option for a mosquito. I don't think we talked about them last episode. It does 1 damage to a random enemy at the start. Obviously, when we looked at things like dolphins last episode, this is crap. But this is a tier 1. I guess we'll take it. I really don't like the pig very much. So I'm just going to hope I get lucky and roll something better. Well, I got another ant if I wanted to go that method. We could take a cricket that's just spamming out animals off the get-go. I don't feel like having a bluebird because I will not be keeping these two for very long. I'm just going to take an ant for now. This team's probably going to lose something fierce in round 1. So, what do we want to call our guys? Well, let's hope they're not disgruntled, because otherwise we might be having a North Korea scenario. It's a pretty similar team, actually, in terms of kind of practically how it works. That's very unfortunate for me. Could I not have hit one of their one-hit pointers? Apparently not. Anyway, it's going to end up being a draw, so I guess it doesn't really matter. That's okay. I will work with that. This, on the other hand, doesn't work. I just wanted either another ant or another mosquito. Either or would have been fine, but apparently no. I don't really want any of this, to be completely honest. So I'm just going to re-roll entirely. Didn't exactly work out for me, did it? Well, the question is, do I want to buy this ladybird temporarily to then put an apple on something? But I don't want to keep any of this. All of this is crap. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I think the ant might actually be hanging around the longest out of all these guys. Honestly, I hate this, so I'm just going to get an apple, and I'm just going to buff the bloody bird for now. Put this up front, I guess. This team sucks. I'm powering up a mosquito. How bad does it have to be to power up a mosquito? Oh, that's interesting. Okay, well, this is bad for us. Well, it only killed one of my units. And it probably gave the best one the thing. Okay. Well, somehow we're going to win. A team of 4 mosquitoes, not recommended. None of this synergizes either. I mean, you can feint and kill all the ants and buff a super unit, but that's... I feel like that's a Pyrrhic victory at best. I mean, spiders do spawn. We want to start trying to find a way to have like a spawn-based synergy. This is all terrible. I'm just going to combine these immediately. Get this up front, because I need something. We're going to roll once. That's got feint synergy, but... It's not very good, is it? If I had to sell an animal, I'd be able to roll once and buy 2 more, or buy 1 and get a food. This is so rubbish. Like, what a terrible combination of creatures this is. I hate it. I'm going to roll. And I didn't roll anything any better. Okay, well, that's fine, I guess, then. I would love to play this hedgehog, but it's so bad in terms of... It just ruins everything. I can't believe What am I meant to do? I think... Like... Alright, we'll get rid of this thing. Do I even want to put a hedgehog at the back as like a contingency plan? This is so rubbish. I guess we're going to, and then I might as well throw a cupcake on something to get a temporary buff. What do I even want to buff? It all sucks. I guess I'm buffing it out. Oh, this is terrible. Oh, dear, dear. I mean, hedgehogs can work with blowfish to some degree, but... Oh, we're going to get absolutely stomped on. Oh, we got a snail. That's okay. Oh, dear, dear. Well, it turns out we're not actually going to... We're not even going to lose, are we? We're going to draw, because the hedgehog's going to die, deal 2, and then nothing's left. Well, considering how bad I think this is, somehow we haven't lost yet. Do we really want to double down? I guess we will. Oh, this sucks. Like, that doesn't work with this combo either. Oh. Oh, Lord. Well, I guess I don't even... Take that. We're not using these. I'm going to keep that steak just in case. Oh, sorry, not steak, meat bone. Steak's better, typically. We can't roll again. That's so bad. Actually, a rat does synergize somewhat with a hedgehog, doesn't it? Because it'll summon a rat on the other end, which you would then kill anyway when the hedgehog dies. Oh, this is not a 10 out of 10 play. I'm going to freeze this. Roll. I don't want it. What's with all the crappy feint stuff that gives me no benefit? I can't believe I'm taking a mouse after all the complaining I usually do about mice. I'm even going to put it at the front, because the mouse on the other side should actually start whittling away at them, in theory, I think. This team sucks. So bad. Okay, what have we got? Oh, Fish of Doom at the front. They all fish. They have hedgehogs too. And the mouse did nothing because we didn't kill the unit at the front. That's good to know. So the mouse doesn't spawn anything unless they have space. So don't put it at the front, dum-dum. Okay, well this is bad because we lose. They're going to leave with 1 hit point. Well, we're going to chalk that one up as a learning experience. Learning that everything we did was wrong and this team is terrible. At least we have a snail. So if you buy a snail the turn after you lose, everything gets buffed. Although I think that's not as strong a buff as it used to be, as it happens. The problem is, all of this is terrible. Like, you don't have a team where anything works. I'm going to get rid of this spider. It's not doing it for me. We're then going to... Before we put the slug down, or the snail, I guess it's a slug with an apartment, is there anything else in here we actually want? None of this looks like it will work in the long run. But a tropical fish does work with hedgehog to a degree. And let's be honest, the bluebird really doesn't. So I guess we'll do that, sell that, buy that, have it buff everything, roll. Okay, this is going to look stupid, but we want to then sell, buy, and I think the ant has to go. But the mouse or the rat also sucks. We're going to sell the ant, buy the snail, sell the snail, freeze the garlic for next turn, buy a flamingo. That this is not going very well. And I guess that means put the but none of this really... Like, this tropical fish now doesn't really work, because I want the mouse or the rat further up the front. Let's just hit end turn and stop breaking my brain. Tropical fish does work with blowfish. That's the one thing here that works, and the flamingo works okay with the other stuff. I like to stir drinks, if you're wondering why I'm taking a drink without actually taking a sip from the straw. There are the rams, with cute little winter hats, and I actually like that hat. I don't like the fact that I'm getting wrecked by it, though. Oh, well. This has gone from not very good to incredible bad. We're going to have to power up that hedgehog, just because I need a level 4 unit. Dolphin's not terrible, actually. That's okay. I'll work with that. We have... Do we want to go the exact same way as last time? Try and throw a turtle at the front? Honestly, we might as well. I'm going to get rid of this rat. It's not doing it for me. I don't like him. He needs to get out of my face. The flamingo, though, wants to be right in front of the blowfish, but the turtle does a better job doing the exact same thing. So, put that there. I'm tempted to actually get rid of the flamingo just outright. But for now, I guess we're going to put the dolphin in there. I'm actually going to do a crazy person play, because that's going to then... I did that. Do this. So the hedgehog would kill the flamingo, which would buff these guys. I think I've got lost in the sauce. Just too many options. Got lost in the sauce. I am disgruntled. Well, that was good anyway. It gives me 1 unit less to contend with. They're going to even out. That's then going to hit everything. Oh, apparently... Oh, it's a level... I'm so dumb. Level 2 hedgehog. Level 2. Anyway, somehow we're going to draw despite having an absolute shocker there. For some reason in my brain I was like, that hedgehog only does 2. But you leveled it up. So it does 4. So I have to find a way to buff that. I could just throw apples at it if I want to be really lazy. If I just throw a singular apple on that, that would prevent that very problem from happening. God, this team's a disaster. Do we like any of this? Not particularly, if I'm being honest. So I'm going to roll triple shrimp. All the shrimp. We're not going to have a level 3. Skunk actually worked pretty well for us last time, but it's not really the play here either. Okay, we're going to roll one more time. And then what we're going to do is we're going to can. We're going to apple. We didn't really improve our team a huge amount this turn, but at least now we're not going to suicide. Yeah, we're not going to suicide our own turtle. I had a second moment I was like, wait, am I going to kill him anyway? No. We're going to be okay. Okay, that's actually a good way of getting rid of that melon armor on their side. We're still not going to win here, don't get me wrong, but you know, at least we're trying stuff. We're still going to lose to a fish, but we're doing things the fun way, not the good way. We're doing things very much not the good way. Yes, let's just pill the hedgehog and do 4 damage to everybody. That'll work. No, what I'm going to do instead is temporarily do that. Put the pill on this flamingo. So I want to buff those guys. Those that way around, please. So we have 9 to work with. So if we put a puppy in, it means we can only spend 6 gold, so 3 after it. And don't get me wrong, puppies at least passively will grow if you adhere to that rule. But it's not you know, setting the world on fire there. Honestly, I'm more worried about losing right now. So I'm actually going to put the puppy in. I'm then going to spend money on the cupcake, which I almost never do because I think it's a terrible idea 99% of the time. I'm going to put that on the blowfish. I'm not going to roll because I want to keep the 3 gold so that puppy gets its bonus. Honestly, I think 3 gold to get +2/+2 is about as good as we can do right now anyway. They have a butterfly that will die before it can morph. That's hilarious. Didn't realise how hard that they counter that, but there we go. This is an absolute train wreck. There's so much going on, and I'm still gonna have problems because this stupid blooming fish. We're gonna win though, somehow. What an absolute mess that was. So at least we have 2 wins. I thought we were gonna have another 1-win disaster. Rhino is a slightly more consistent hedgehog, but I don't think it's actually going to be beneficial to get that right now. So, we're going to roll once, because I hate it all. That snail's not going to do its benefit, because we actually won last time out. This is just a load of terribleness, isn't it? I hate to say it, but I think we're just feeding the blowfish and then going to next turn. What a rubbish roll. At least the blowfish is doing something. That food made it get the +3/+3 effectively the cupcake case. We haven't really improved much. That swan is going to ruin us. There's really not very much we can do about it. That's a day ruiner right there. At least we're gonna get 1 hit on it there. Get wrecked. See you later. Oh, sadness. Well, we'll roll it back. At least we got to 2 wins. Oh, shocking. Shocking, shocking, shocking. This is a better start, at least. I'll take this as a start. I'm not even going to roll. I'm going to keep that fish, though. Okay, that's a lot better. Watch us lose immediately. I would feel like all scouts are going to be awkward to some degree, right? No, they only have 2. Okay. Well, technically they have 3 because of the bee, but you know, who's counting? Fish always beats bee. That's something you get taught as like a 4-year-old at school. Pretty sure. I don't hate this either. I'm not going to level it up yet because I'm going to wait till next turn so we're in the next tier group. I'm going to put this, though, out there. Ooh, oh, that sucks, though. I don't want any of that. No, thank you. We could get a level 2 fish on turn 3. Wouldn't that be awesome? We haven't really been able to use the fish much. I haven't been rolling it. Oh, there's the old doo-doo heads, the standard version. A big, stupid doo-doo head. Oh, we doing alright? We're doing it. We're gonna tie, but we're doing it. Okay. Let's get a level tier 3. A level tier 3, that's how people phrase that sentence. If the bluebird gave health instead of attack, I would say it'd go really well with this peacock, but it doesn't. And the sheep is good, but not amazing. So I'm going to pair these up. So I've got space. I'm going to freeze this. Roll once. Okay, that works. That won't, though. So I'm going to take this swan instead. I'm actually going to keep both of those frozen. I don't need the pill on this occasion. Okay. Not a lot of synergy, but it's not a horrible team. Oh, they're double swan. Huh. That wasn't a great usage from the mosquito, but okay. Well, I was confident. I'm still reasonably so. Yeah, well, if that had been level 1 ant, it would have been okay, but we're still drawing, so we're fine. We didn't lose. I'm going to unfreeze that now. It's just taking up space. Do that. Roll. Do we want weak in this team? Is weak a massive benefit? It's not bad, but I'm not thrilled by it. We're not going to roll anymore. So unless I get lost in the roll source forever. I feel like the peacock is distinctly meh. Like, it sounds like it should be better than that, but it really isn't that good. I feel like this isn't great now either, but we're probably going to be keeping it for a while anyway. Oh, this is so bad. I don't like the tabby cat at all. It just seems so terrible. So I'm just going to pump up this fish like that. And I'm going to put the swan at the back, put the fish at the front. So we can start buffing the swan, because I think the swan will stay around, honestly, a bit longer than the fish, if we can find, you know, maybe another couple swans to give it 2 gold turns instead of 1. They're going for the big weak play, but luckily for me, the mosquito fires before the bats do. That isn't great, but okay, fine. Actually, this is going to be alright. Rams are stronger than bats. Okay, this is a far, far better start than the last one. It appears we can have one terrible, one okay, rinse and repeat. It's like the game wants us to keep using turtle blowfish. But I don't want to keep using turtle blowfish. Like, don't get me wrong, it's fun, but I don't use the same thing over and over again. I'm going to get rid of this mosquito now. He's done what he can. There's not much else that I think he can do. What does the turtle do when it levels up? Does it give melon armor to multiple enemies? I don't even remember. I don't think this sheep really works for this team. So I'm going to get rid of it. I'm going to get a second turtle. Ah, well, I guess if the game's going to force my hand, I'm going to roll once. Double snail. It's got a lot of hope for me for the next battle, doesn't it? Well, and just in case, I will do that. Roll a couple of times. Another swan, okay. I'd rather take that swan. Try and get it to level 2 next turn. And yeah, we'll do that then. I'm not actually going to put melon armor on the blowfish yet because it doesn't have really the stats to deserve it. Like, it is to earn its right to be protected. That was rude, but I get to fire back as a result. They're going for the spawn everything team. So this is, if you don't buy the expansion pack, teams like this are pretty common. Where they'll get a dog or a horse or both at the back. We haven't seen a horse yet, actually, I don't think. But they'll just keep spawning them over and over so the dog can get buffed. And honestly, it's probably going to work out for them in the end, because I'm going to end up having my melon armor burst. Oh, no, we're going to draw. Okay, that was close. That was pretty scary. Well, as scary as a game with cute animals in it can be, but you know. I guess as a result, then, I'm going to combine these together, because I don't know what it does. Okay, it gives the 2 friends behind melon armor. I'm just going to say I have faith in myself and unfreeze these guys. We are going to take a skunk, though. I feel like that's actually a pretty good play. Roll once. Take the swan. That's a trap. I do not want the llama. Get out of my face. Do we want any of that? No, not really. I definitely don't want any of that. That stuff sucks. So, I guess what we're going to do then is that for now. Because I'm worried I'm going to get hit by some splash damage, and I'd rather have the swan die than the turtle die early, ending up with, you know, potential issues down the line. This is a Another spawn-happy team. That was rude. Skunk actually doesn't really work massively here, because they've spread their health out so wide. But that works out alright. Could have gone better, but at the end of the day, we're going to draw again. That's fine. Could have been a lot worse. Tier 4, we didn't get a tier 4 animal. That's pretty unfortunate. And I don't really want to start buying and selling, because the fish at level 2, I mean, he's okay. Are we ready to get rid of this fish? Okay, we will. So I'm going to do a bit of buy and sell. Buy. Sell. Okay, buy. Sell. Not really what I wanted. Roll once. Do you want to go ahead, Hedgehog, to set this all off again? I guess we will, because it doesn't look like I'm going to get a huge amount of interesting stuff, does it? Do something like that then, but if I do that... I probably want to... It's not a great play, let's be honest, but I'm going to put meat on that so it does more damage. If you got multiple squirrels, do you think it makes the food free? Something to think about. This doesn't really work with this team anymore. Unless I wanted to put this on the turtle itself. I guess I might as well. It's not like I'm saving the gold between turns, right? Might as well do something with it. That's a pretty spicy mosquito in the back there. That didn't really do anything, did it? Oh, I would have left everything on 1 hit point apart from 1. Disaster. Oh, come on, dudes. You could have hit anything else. If it had hit any other combination, that would have gone a heck of a lot better. But I left everything on, like, 1 hit point. Oh, dear. You win some, you lose some. Meanwhile, this is a load of old rubbish. I'm going to freeze that. I wish I could use it off the bat, but I don't think I can afford to. We're going to have to do that just to buff it. Roll. That's old rubbish. Roll. Deer is... I mean, deers are good because they turn into buses. But how does it fit in this team? Does it fit in this team? I feel like this hedgehog isn't actually quite as good as it makes itself seem to be. Like, I feel like it's pumping itself up to be something it really can't be, so I'm going to get rid of it. That's only at the start of turn, so I don't think it's worth doing. Do we want a deer? It doesn't really combine well with this team, so I'm going to say no. Roll once again. Just go all swans all the way. We're not really feeding food, so I don't feel like that's really the play either. Honestly, we're just going to eat that can, freeze the other can. I should have done it the other way around, it's fine. And then just get another swan in that I don't want to combine it. There we go. I don't want to combine them yet. Next turn, if we're still... Well, we'll still be kicking even if we poop the bed, but... I'm not feeling as comfortable and confident about it as before, because I fall into the turtle blowfish trap. Again. The game's just like, but you love it so much. I'm like, well, I kind of do, so stop offering it to me. You know I can't resist. The other thing that's kind of worth noting is that when you protect the blowfish with the melon armor, it's not technically taking damage, so it doesn't fire. We are going to win this one. So it's not quite the perfect combo. Blowfish kind of works better with garlic armor than melon armor, really? Oh, well, this works, because now we can combine these together. Gorilla's not bad. It actually works quite well with Hedgehog, because Hedgehog can fire earlier. You take a tiny amount of damage, then you get the effectively unlimited attack with no repercussion. But we don't have that option now, so we're just going to have to deal. The puppy's back, in case we want to completely fall through the trap again. 2, 3, 3, 4, so the poodle is not the most efficient. Although I'm tempted to get rid of the blowfish. It's not really doing it, is it? But then, what would I replace it with? Another tier 3? Like, what would the point of that be? Hang on, I'm gonna sell it. Get the fish food, the pet food in there. Every animal eats fish food. That's just how that works now. Get you in there, but I'm gonna put you at the front, and then if I put the poodle at the back, these are all different tiered animals now. Do I want a rhino more? Probably not. Roll one more time. There's a turtle, so I want to freeze that. There's another fish food there if I wanted it. Or canned fish. Oh, I'm going to call it fish food now. Every time it's fish food. The other thing that's interesting too, now that there's a pill there, we could end up pilling that, getting melon armor on 2 units behind, and then putting in something more interesting. I guess we'll freeze that as well, just depending what we do. I am going to get this poodle. I'm going to unfreeze this as a result, because I actually don't think it's going to hang around. Are we okay with the order of this? I guess. Yeah, the poodle actually buffs itself too. I didn't realize it was going to buff itself based on that logic. That's kind of fun. Well, that was a little bit unfortunate on the numbers, but it's okay. Having that meat on the bone certainly helped. And now it's our turn to have melon armor. Thank you very much. I don't feel like our team did great there. I feel like that team, oh, just stiff neck, wasn't very good, if I'm being completely honest. Do we like any of this? We do have a level 3, so the bison does work, but it's a level 4 unit, which is the same as the skunk, which makes the poodle not work as well. And the poodle right now is giving +1 to everything for both stats. This will just be +2 to itself. I'm going to feed that off the get-go. Roll me once. This is coming way too late. This is the same tier as the poodle, so that's not really going to work. Do we want to go food again? Here's the thing. We have the pill now, so we could totally do this. Pill that, put it on the 2 behind. So these 2 have melon armor now. So he'll take probably no damage on the first hit, then get hit the second time, get a coconut shield the 3rd time. If I do that, it'd be 5, 2, 3. So what we're going to do is we're going to get the canned food, buy the cow, we get 2 free milk, which is awesome. We're going to put that on our gorilla. We're then going to... Well, here's the thing. No, we do want to sell the cow. We still don't have a tier 3 or tier 1 if we wanted to go for a tier 1 in case we're crazy. We're going to put that up front. This is a bit late, so if we want this to work, we have to go chocolate crazy, but this is really more so the poodle will work this turn. So we're probably going to put this at the back instead. I'm actually tempted to put this guy at the front. Yeah, we'll do that. And then everybody gets buffed. So that's doing some business. Oh, that llama is nasty. Actually, a lot of this is pretty nasty, isn't it? I don't like a lot of what's going on here. Yeah, that butterfly is so strong it's going to break through my melon armor. Oh dear. Good luck to you, Mr. Poodle. Ripperonis. Oh dear. That was nasty. Okay. T-Rex. You're a tier 6, which means you share it with the gorilla. So if I was going to do that, I'd have to get rid of the poodle. Which, don't get me wrong, I'm not too bad with. I mean, he's got 17 attack. So it's not bad. I mean, the Rhino's an alternative as well, with a 13-12. It only does 4 damage on knockout, though it's actually not that good. I feel like they nerfed that too. I feel like it used to give 2 attack, 2 health, but I still think it's pretty good. Okay, so go away. I'm going to freeze you. I'm going to roll mushroom. So when something dies, it comes back as a 1/1. None of my stuff really benefits from that, so that doesn't work for me. The octopus is strong, but it's just attacks. It's just stats and nothing else. It has no extra effect. So it's okay, but really not an absolute blockbuster. Roll again. Pizza gives you 2 random pets +2/+2. That's pretty good. Nothing else in there, though, stats-wise, is really doing it for me. Oh, I don't like any of that, really. Because I roll one more. There's chocolate. So at least there's that. So I'm going to put the chocolate on that, get to level 2. That's going to generate apparently another T-Rex. But I can't play unless I want to get rid... Okay. Bye. Hi. Hello. Freeze this. Because you need at least 3 gold. I think this is what we do for now. Double T-Rex. Probably not a classic combo. Oh dear lord, what are we meant to do against that up front? That's just rude. Yeah. Oh, that was just extra rude. Okay, we have one more shot. Let's hope we don't run into that again. Okay. Alrighty, so that was pretty nasty. Yeah, so let's do less of that. The problem with that is to make any of this work, I'm going to have to combine these together, put the cow up, that'll turn this into 2 milks, and then milk, roll, because I need something better than the cow. None of this is really doing it. Roll. Sauropod, every time you buy a food you get a gold. Not really doing it. Oh boy. I wish I got that before the cow. That would actually work really well in conjunction, right? But nope, didn't happen that way. I can't get rid of the swan, even though the swan is really not doing a huge amount at this point. I'm going to freeze this sushi just in case. Apparently it really, really wants me to have that guy. There's a leopard in there. So it would effectively do 9 damage to an enemy in front, to a random enemy. Which is interesting, but I don't think it's actually that good. But it's definitely better than the cow. Oh boy. I'm gonna freeze both of them. Roll-ups. Well, that's definitely going in there. But now the problem is, if I want to have this fire, I have to leave the slug in here, or the snail in here. Is that a good trade? It's gonna have to. I guess it's just going to have to be, isn't it? So we're going to unfreeze that. Roll once. There's a dragon. Dragon, I don't think is very good at all, to tell you the truth. Oh boy. Okay, well, end turn. We're probably going to lose. It's been fun. Got lost in the sauce. And yeah, we have a buffalo up front that's just going to be like, hi, I'm here to ruin your day. Ironically, the skunk we got rid of would have been fantastic against this, but what can you do, right? We're actually doing alright here. We're going to live for another day. We're not winning. We got to 4 wins. We haven't really done much winning lately, but at least there's that. So get this out of my face. That has to go. It's too late for the poppy. It's just too late. I'm going to go canned food, even though it might be too late for that as well. So if I take this, that's going to put me down to 5. So I'm going to take one of them, roll. That is exactly what I wanted. Now, I'm not going to get the bonus this turn, but I'm going to have to just accept that for what it is. Unless I want to wait on this. Tiger's pretty good too. The friend ahead repeats their ability in battle, as if they were level 1. Which would be a pretty good combo, actually, with the leopard, wouldn't it? It doesn't really work now. I'm going to freeze that just in case. We are going to go in like this, then. We are going to get bonus. We're slowly... I think we've just hit the growth curve a bit too late. Oh, there's a deer with the one-up mushroom on it. It's one of the few that I think would really benefit from it. That is an awesome hit, though, because we're not going to get a butterfly on their end. And the coconut shield has prevented me from being weak, which is extra awesome, but we're going to end up with Bus City going on right now, which is pretty bad. Are we still going to get wrecked? Oh my lordy. We won with 1 hit point. We got to 5 wins. When I get to 5 wins, I feel like we're not doing bad. I feel like we're not just a massive embarrassment if we get to that. The problem now is the cow's here, but what are we going to get rid of? The swan? I can't get rid of the swan at this point. It gives me too much money. I mean, honestly, at this point, it's get that in there. I can't roll and use anything, so I might as well use something. I'm going to give the sushi out. End turn. We're slowly getting there. So the leopard's going to do 13 damage off the get-go to something, which is pretty awesome. That scorpion's pretty nasty. I would rather not have him to deal with. Well, taking out the tiger's pretty good too. But it's, yeah, that scorpion's going to be not very... Well, it turns out he can't beat melon armor. That's good to know. I didn't know that. Oh, wow. Guys, we're up to 6. What is this loadout of units? This is terrible. At this point, the garlic armor just doesn't do it. It's almost tempting to like put a hilarious honey at the end, so I'm going to do it. So it's like panic station. That's not really worth it. Wow. If only these had come earlier. Although, it is tempting to replace this one finally, but honestly, I'd rather just churn out more and more money so that the T-Rex can keep giving me nice things. I am going to freeze one of those pairs just in case I get nothing but absolute garbage. I don't care for any of that. Well, that's a load of old trash. So let's get that on the gorilla and turn with 3 gold. I'm amazed that we're still going. Just amazed. Oh, they have a T-Rex going too. Oh, they have chickens and tiger. And oh, this is going to be a wild ride, I think. This is going to be a nasty ride. Yeah, that chicken is going to be rough. Because it's going to spawn, what, 2 chicks with half its attack power? Oh, no, 3 of them. Because, yeah, the tiger, that's nasty. But I think we're still going to come through. Wow. I don't know if we fluked a fantastic team or what, but we're up to 7. Now, if you put steak on a leopard, I assume it doesn't calculate that into the starting damage, right? I think that would be silly if it did, so I'm going to say it doesn't. I'm going to freeze that just in case we end up with nothing. There's another tiger. I don't care for any of that. There's another T-Rex. That is awesome. That is exactly what I'm looking for. So now they get massive buffs. Oh, baby. What do you do? Okay, you do 50% damage to 2 enemies. I didn't know if it was just going to increase the percentage. That's actually pretty cool. Okay. Oh, they're big buffs. Oh! Error code! The server, don't do it to me, please! Servers are always perfect in this game. Oh my lord, I think this is where our fun ends, guys. These are some nasty numbers. Although we took out that T-Rex, which is nice. But that butterfly is going to be a 50-50. Oh lordy. Yeah, there's some spicy enemies in this. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to have a bad time now. But the bee! The bee wins! Doesn't matter what you have, it's the bee that did it. Oh, dear lord. Okay. We'll get that on there, if anything, just for the stat buff. I'm going to unfreeze this now, just in the hope I might get chocolate, maybe, or something like that. I don't need the swan, because we're already maxed out. None of that. This just doesn't work on anything I have. Because if you bought the... No, none of that. I just don't see... Yeah, nothing. Well, I'm glad glad I froze the pizza anyway, so at least something came out of that turn. How are we still going? Okay, this is another pretty scary turn. They have a cheetah, or say a leopard as well. Oh, they broke my melon armor. That was rude, because that means my coconut shield's not going to fire. Okay, I think we're in for the bad times now. Yeah, let the bad times soar. We got up to 8 wins. That's pretty good. And it was fun. That was a wild ride. 55 points isn't bad either. I mean, that just buys things like hats and backgrounds and things like that. It's not like pay to, it's not pay to win with extra animals, other than just the one expansion pack, which honestly, I paid just because I got enough hours out of this. I felt the developers deserved something, right? But yeah, that was fun. Nice long video for you too. I am having a great 2022 so far, guys. I hope you are too. But yes, if you did enjoy the video, comment if you want to. Give it all... We can't give it 2 thumbs up unless you have multiple accounts, but if you want to do that too, I'm not going to say no. Have a wonderful rest of the day. Take care. Thank you for watching the video.